Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am GlamPreezy. Today I have a very important topic for you guys. We are going to be talking about healing my relationship with food so that I can heal my body, and really giving you information that I think could be very supportive for you on your healing journey. If you want to know more about this, please keep watching. Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hey girl, hey, you are very welcome here. Please make sure that you subscribe, thumbs up this video if it's helpful, and make sure that you comment below. I definitely make sure to get to all of my comments, so please leave a comment below. And for my returning subbies, thank you for continuing to support this journey that I am on. It is such a blessing to be here with you guys today, and I am really happy to be talking about this subject. I think it's long been in the works and I just didn't know what to name the video. So I just want to start off by saying, if you don't know about my journey and you're brand new here, of course I'm going to link my playlist of videos here for you so that you can kind of catch up with everyone, okay? In 2019, I found out I had fibroids and I had no knowledge at all about what to do. I went and got surgery, and several years later, I want to say like 2 years later, they came back. So that put me in a position where I was faced with getting surgery again or going on my own health journey and figuring this thing out on my own. And I am so very happy that I decided to advocate for myself and go on the natural route, because the things that I have learned on this journey have been so phenomenal and have changed so much about me. It's crazy. The fact that I went on the journey to manage my symptoms. I didn't even know that you could shrink fibroids. So I definitely have to say that I went on the journey to manage my fibroid symptoms, and it just happened to be that what I was doing reduced them dramatically. And through this experience, I have not only found a calling and purpose, I have found my voice as a woman. I have found a side of me that I didn't even know existed. I have really gone through such a spiritual transformation, and I really do encourage you guys to, not only because you are going through PCOS or fibroids or endometriosis or something like that, although I'm loving the community that we are creating here. If you don't have these things, I really still encourage you to do some of these things. I also just recently did a video on what I've been eating. Go over and take a look at that. Honestly, I believe that even if you have a different way of eating or different opinions, some of the things that I talk about in that video, I think everybody could use. Even if you knew, maybe you could use a little refresher. We're in a world right now where food is dangerous for us. That's very unfortunate to say. And it is more important than ever in these times for all women to be hyper aware of what we are putting in our bodies, because our hormones are more under attack than ever. Again, like I said, if you hadn't thought about going on a healing journey because you are not experiencing fibroids and you feel like this is not something for you, it may be for you. So stick with me, okay? I'm going to bring it on in because we are about to get into this. I think that this is a very personal topic and a very touchy topic, even because the truth is that me growing up, like most Black folks, really eat for nourishment. Of course, we eat for communal reasons, holidays, celebratory things. And at least in my household, eating was a way for my mother, my grandmother, my great-grandmother to show love, okay? So I say that because growing up, I didn't learn about nutrition per se. Now, I say per se because my mother was actually, in fact, very health conscious growing up. She was all about organic this and that, and was always warning everybody around her about the food. She was always hyper aware. And back then, I just had no idea how right she was. Obviously, you know, some of your mother's advice falls on deaf ears until you need it. So it's unfortunate that it took me to my mid to late 30s to really understand nutrition. And it wasn't until I started to deeply study functional nutrition, as I am right now, that I understood, oh, okay, we're supposed to be eating to give nutrients and feed the body what it needs in whatever time that it's going through. And I know that sounds silly and I know that sounds obvious, but come on. Like, I know you don't be thinking about that either. I really was not conscious of why I was eating what I was eating. I wasn't consciously eating. There we go. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my relationship with food, and I know that it'll probably be a little different than yours, or you know, yours or what have you, but we all have a relationship with food, and I will bet that most of our relationships are quite unhealthy, a little toxic, no judgment, and could use a little bit of review, which is the reason why I think this video is very important, especially if you are looking to heal your body. I in my life have just always been on go, to be honest with you. I have worked a lot. I've worked very hard in my life, like most of you guys. And let's see, I've been working since I was 15. And I am a licensed esthetician, so I've been in the beauty industry for a really long time. And for a stint there, quite a while, I was in retail. And so I'm saying that to say that an eating schedule was like non-existent, literally non-existent, you guys. It's actually shameful when I think about it. I didn't eat breakfast. I never, ever, ever ate breakfast unless I was on vacation. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if there was any real cause for that, but I noticed that, like, I never was hungry when I woke up. That's the first thing. And I want you to realize that if you are not waking up hungry, there is a hormonal component to that, and there's something wrong there. That's actually not normal or correct. But I wasn't hungry when I woke up. I was running off coffee and dreams. And when I look back to like my former body and weight, I'm like, that's why I was thin, probably, because I wasn't eating that. But literally didn't eat breakfast. I ate lunch sometimes on my break. I just had another coffee and something that was not high nutritional at all. Whatever was quick, whatever was convenient. Sometimes I'm eating in between clients, just stuffing my face with any old random thing, and just really not, again, conscious at all. And I mean, this is most of my life. I ate very late dinner, and dinner would probably be my heaviest meal because all day I've been on go. I am from Chicago, and you know, trains and buses and that kind of lifestyle, like you're thinking about getting to the next place, you know, and it's cold outside. I literally wasn't thinking about food in a sense of nutrition. I was just eating because, first of all, you know, you gotta eat. And secondly, and it's crazy because I am a foodie and I love, love, love food. But I centered my eating habits around what's good, you know, what tastes good. That's what I want to eat. Living in a city like Chicago, it's a lot of good food to eat. So it's just like, I just want to eat this because it's good. You know what I mean? There's no consciousness of I'm eating this because this has, you know, calcium and fiber and that and the other. So I just ran that whole thing down for you so you can understand a little bit about where I'm coming from. Okay, and why I needed to really, truly reassess my relationship with food, because it was very, very highly dysfunctional. And a lot of times, thinking back, I just didn't even eat. Like, I would not eat. I am not historically an overeater, an emotional eater, or anything like that. I'm an under eater, if anything. Like, when I get stressed, I have no appetite. I have no appetite. I cannot even eat. And that's a very touchy topic. And if you are triggered by that at all, I'm so sorry. But my mission here is to come and uncover the darkness and the untouched in us, I mean women, because there aren't enough spaces that are, even in this day and age, lovingly guiding us towards healthy habits, especially Black women. And my goal with this whole series of videos and my newfound dedication to health and nutrition and career path that I'm going on is to support women, you know? And I know that a lot of this information is touching you guys. And so I'm going to continue to talk about things. And unfortunately, I have to talk about topics that are unpopular or are triggering or what have you. But us not being in accountability and continuing to perpetuate unhealthy cycles is also not the answer. Please understand, I am speaking to you from my heart with love and compassion and the deepest desire to help you heal you, because I'm helping me to heal me in real time. Through these videos, you guys are literally watching me transform. And I think that that is extremely powerful. I started researching and learning about the nutrients and vitamins, herbs, and that sort of thing that were good for fibroids. However, that created this beautiful new journey into functional medicine where I'm now understanding, okay, so I need to eat this to get this so that it can do this. Let's just use broccoli as an example, which if you are having hormonal issues, broccoli is tremendous for you to eat, okay? It has so many nutrients in it, namely nutrients that can help you balance your hormones. And how it does that is through supporting and helping the liver detoxify extra estrogen and excess hormones that your body no longer needs. So now when I'm grocery shopping for the week, I'm thinking, okay, I need my protein, I need my fruits, I need my green nutrient dense veggies. I'm going for broccoli, I'm going for kale, those cruciferous vegetables, for the reason that they have these nutrients that are going to support my body in detoxifying that extra estrogen that I hadn't been thinking about, that is causing this perpetuation of fibroids, heavy periods, this, that, the other. You picking up what I'm putting down? Are you picking it up? Okay, I suggest, now again, I always tell you I ain't no doctor, but I'm also not gonna steer you wrong, because I'm certainly not gonna come up here and start talking about things that I don't know about. But I highly, highly suggest for you to get a journal, and maybe I should think about selling a digital journal or a physical journal. If you guys would be interested in that, put that in the comments down below. But I want you to get a journal, okay? And I want you to start charting a couple things. Number one, I want you to think about your relationship with food. Think about how you feel about food. Like, honest to God, how do you feel about food? When food comes to your mind, what are you thinking? Jot down the first things you think. No judgment. Like, when I think about food now, what I'm thinking about is nutrients. How can I get the most nutrients into a tasty into a tasty meal that I desire? You know what I mean? But if you asked me at the beginning of this journey, it might have meant something completely different. You know what I mean? Make sure that you dated, obviously, because you want to be able to look back on your journey. That is very, very important, I think. I'm gonna get my notes because I wrote down a couple of prompts for you. What actually are you putting in your body on a daily basis? What does that look like for you? It could already look like lots of nutrient-dense foods, healthy lean proteins, organic this and that. Or it could look like Flamin' Hots. Girl, I love me some Flamin' Hots. Cheese puffs, okay? Wawa. You know what, here I go. Anyway, it could look like anything. And then I want you to ask yourself, why? Why are you feeding that to yourself? I want you to be very accountable. Any type of journey that you're going to be on in your life is going to require a level of accountability on your part, whether that be fitness journey, a professional journey, a health journey. I hope we're on here together. It's going to require you to have a level of accountability. This is very important, ladies. I spoke on this already, but staying in accountability in a health journey is really all about you. It's not about what anybody thinks about you. It's not about what anybody expects from you, or, you know, whatever else. All that's noise. At the end of the day, we're human. We're gonna slip up. We're gonna come out of alignment. That's part of the journey, whatever, you know. But staying in accountability, being able to say, hey, I know I ate that bag of Flamin' Hots. I couldn't resist it. You know, what is life if you don't have a little fun? But this week, I'm gonna make up for that. You know what I mean? Not just eating the bag of Flamin' Hots and acting like you didn't, and, and not being in accountability with yourself. jumping back on track. Because another thing that happens is the first time that we slip up, then we think, all right, we just gonna keep slipping, and then we slide. Let's not do that. We gonna fall down, but you gotta keep standing up. You have to keep standing up. It's gonna happen, especially in the beginning. It's going to happen. You know, do you know that you should do better and you're just not doing it? It's only gonna hurt you in the end. It's only gonna hurt you in the end. And you guys, I talked to thousands of women through this platform. I'm so blessed, who are going through what I'm going through and have the fibroids and the heavy periods and the this, that, and the other. We know that something is wrong there, but society has disillusioned us to think that, first of all, something is wrong with us that can't be fixed other than going to the doctor. That's what we are taught. That is not true. It is not true. In a lot of cases, not every case, take your ass to your doctor, okay? Go to the doctor. Don't tell them GlamPreezy told you not to go to the doctor. You're going to need the partnership of a good health professional. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that day in, day out, routine, accountability in your home is where the biggest change is going to come in your health. What you are putting in your body every meal and in between is what is going to count the most. I digress. I want you to write down when you are eating. When am I eating? Am I eating breakfast when I first rise? Am I skipping breakfast and having a coffee? Am I having tons of carbs in the morning? Am I grabbing a donut, a bagel, a sandwich? But you get what I'm saying. This is very important. I want you to take a look at your eating schedule, if you even have one. It's very important, very, very, very important. And the reason why it's so important is, in this case, the management and or mismanagement of your blood sugar. That is very, 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 very important when we are talking about hormone balance, fibroids, etc., etc. You need to be regulating your blood sugar. It's not going to regulate itself, okay? If you have not watched my blood sugar video, go watch it. You might learn a lot that you did not know about it and how it is linked to hormone imbalance, fibroids, PCOS, etc., especially PCOS. Go watch it. I also want you to write down how you feel after you eat. Do you feel sluggish? Do you feel like you're so tired that you want to pass out because your blood sugar is so dysregulated and you just ate that meal that was full of carbs and not enough protein and not enough fiber, and now you feel like you're about to just, like you got narcolepsy? That was me. Or do you feel energized? Do you feel ready for the rest of your day? How do you feel? Do you feel disgusted? Do you feel like you kind of want to puke a little bit? Did you overeat? Did you undereat? Did you eat the right thing? I want you to write that down. Only through consciousness and being conscious of what we're eating and linking that to the patterns of how we're feeling are we going to find what's right for our body. Okay? You shouldn't be feeling sluggish. You shouldn't be feeling tired. You shouldn't be feeling lethargic. You shouldn't be feeling that stuff. I'm saying all of this to say that through journaling this, now I want you to do this for a week, 7 to 10 days. How about that? And I want you to, at the end of that period of time, I want you to go back through that and find patterns. Go back through that and see if you can find any patterns, if you can find areas of opportunity. We all have room to grow. Even if you're super healthy and you've been doing this, that, and the other, we all have room to grow. So I want you to go back and take a look at that and see how you feel about it, because this is where you can really say, okay, I think I could really do better here. I could really use some vegetables, some fresh living foods, or some healthy protein, things of that nature. Now, obviously, everybody is not in the position to really know what is balanced nutrition, this, that, and the other. But at least through this, you can start to implement healthier habits and foods in your life. Go watch my What Am I Eating video. That could be a start for you. It could be somewhere that just helps guide you a little bit closer to something that you could use to start your health journey. And there's always the internet. I don't mean to advise anybody, you know, go to Google University or whatever, but hey, you can Google what vegetables are good for fibroids. I mean, hello. You can also hire or speak to a functional nutritionist or a dietitian or a nutritionist. That's what they're there for. Please utilize that. Doctors, medical doctors, are not trained in nutrition. I want you to know that. They are not trained in nutrition. They are not trained in what you should be eating for this, that, and the other. That's actually not what they went to school for. Some of them will know some things, but the truth is that is not what medicine is really about. Unfortunately, it should be, but that's not what medicine is about. So I'm saying that to say that sometimes we kind of have to take our nutrition and our health into our own hands in a matter of like accountability and learning things on our own. Pick up a book. There's millions of books out there on nutrition. You know, we can't just leave everything to the doctors. So with that, I want to just circle back around and really talk about how this has affected my fibroid journey. Through taking a look at my nutrition, or lack thereof, I was able to find areas of opportunity and ways for me to improve my nutritional profile and what I was putting in my body so it could assist my body in healing. And that's really where I'm going with all of this. I'm also going to be releasing a video soon about how I eat to regulate my blood sugar, meaning like, what's my eating schedule like? When am I eating and what am I eating? That I think could be very helpful for you all as well. If you are a dietitian, a nutritionist, functional medicine, doctor, whatever, please share your thoughts down below if you do know more about this topic. But I'm saying all of this to say it's very important that when we are on a healing journey for our body, that we are giving our body what it needs to be at optimal health. When we are in a situation like hormonal imbalance and that is causing other illnesses, it didn't just happen to us. You didn't just get like that. You know what I mean? So sometimes there has to be, all the time, there has to be a process of getting on track to help assist your body to getting back to better health, or getting into better health than you've ever been in. And I can say for myself right now, as I sit here and talk to you guys on camera, I am in the best health that I have ever been in my adult life. That didn't just happen. It came through educating myself and making conscious decisions towards my healing. To just sum this video up, I think a lot of us women have a dysfunctional relationship to food. And I know that, like I said, I very much did. And I think that you should review it. Go back and think throughout your life what food has meant to you. I know a lot of us, me as well, like, you know, my mother struggled for a time and, you know, food was scarce. We didn't have the best choices. And that just touched something in me. We have to heal that, because that stuff that happened in our childhood, it sticks with us as adults, and it really forms and molds the way that we see food. So even if it's super deep and it's super dark, your relationship with food, that is, and you know you have a lot of depth and a lot of issues there, go speak to somebody. There's no shame in that. Please hear me. There is no shame in that. You got to reassess the way that you feel about food, because your body needs it. It needs nutritious food in order to function properly, whether we like it or not. That's what it needs to run. Like, it's just like your car or my car that needs 93. I don't even want to talk about it. But that's the octane that it needs. That's what it needs. It needs gas to run, and it needs premium gas. It needs premium gas to run, okay? Your body needs premium food to run optimally and to heal. Can't just be eating any old thing. We have to do deep work. We got to go in there and clear out those shadows. You got to do some internal work when healing, because it's not just about the food. It's never just about the food. All right, I had to back up. Girl, that was deep. We went a little deep, but I love you guys so very much, and I want you to make a beautiful, successful, thriving change in your health journey. I want you to experience the happiness and the lifted weight of feeling healthy. It is absolutely incredible. It is something that now I will never take for granted. I want that for you guys so much. And so I'm saying that to say, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please watch another video. There will be one here and here, okay? Watch another video, especially if you're new here. There's so much information that I have here on my channel about this topic. If you have not subscribed, though, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? It's free. Thumbs this video up, comment down below. I love you. If you don't hear it today, I just told you. And I look forward to another video. Be well.